Hello, who do you have here?
This is Beans the cat.
What brings you in today?
Beans is scratching my furniture and it's only getting worse. I need help fixing this problem before my couch is torn to shreds.
That seems like it would be very frustrating for you. When did the problem start?
Well, Beans would occasionally scratch furniture as a kitten, but it wasn't too bad. In the last 2 months, though, he's gotten much worse. He constantly destroys the living room furniture and carpet, and he isn't even using his scratch post anymore.
Oh, well, have there been any major household changes in the last 2 months?
Yes, I got Beans a little brother cat named Pork. They get along most of the time, but Beans will sometimes hiss at Pork and chase him through the house.
You mentioned a scratch post. How many do you have and where is it located in the house?
Just one scratch post, but it's in the basement with the rest of the cat toys.
Okay, do your cats spend most of their time in the basement?
Oh, not really. They spend most time upstairs with me. The basement is supposed to be their play area, so I try to send them down there and close the door. But they just scratch and howl to come back upstairs.
How often do you play with your cats?
Well, sometimes I'll go down to the basement and play with them, but mostly they just play with each other. That's why I got Pork. So Beans could have a friend to play with.
Do your cats go outside at all? Or are they strictly indoors?
Oh, indoors only. I couldn't live with myself if they got eaten by a cougar.
Tell me about your daily routine for your cats.
Well, I work from home, so I feed them breakfast whenever I get up. It could be 7 a.m., sometimes it's 10 a.m. Then I put them in the basement to play while I work at my desk upstairs. Usually within a couple hours, they start yowling at the basement door to come back upstairs, so I let them up, and that's when Bean starts with the furniture scratching. I have to constantly interrupt my work to discipline him, and by the end of the day, I've hardly got any work done.
That sounds like a stressful day. What does discipline look like for Beans?
Oh, I spray him with water, and it works. He'll stop scratching and run away, but he always comes back later and starts again.
Okay, well, I'll say that spraying with water is maybe not the best choice. It can lead Beans to become fearful of you, and it can hurt your bond with him in the long run. There are much better methods we can use to discourage his scratching, which I'll go over with you in his behavior plan.
Oh, I didn't know that. My sister always sprayed her cats with water, so I thought it was pretty standard.
Yeah, it's been a pretty common method of discipline for many years, but we now have a better understanding of cat behavior, and punishments like these are no longer recommended. I believe you that it does work in the short term to stop Beans scratching, but all he knows is that you're causing something unpleasant to happen to him. Like I said, this can lead to him fearing you and breaking down your bond. I have one last question for you. When was the last time Beans had a wellness exam, and does he have any health issues?
Oh, it was about 5 months ago, and he had his annual shots. The vet said he is in excellent health.
Great. So from the information you gave me, I have a pretty good idea of what the problem is with Beans. Scratching is a totally normal behavior for cats, so we encourage them to scratch approved items only, like scratch posts. Beans didn't get this memo, and he's scratching unapproved items instead. This is destroying your furniture and interrupting your work. Does this sound like a good description of what's happening?
Oh, yes, exactly. I don't know why he won't just use the scratch post instead.
Well, I think this could be due to a combination of things. First, you have a new cat in the house. It's great that Beans has Pork as a playmate, but Beans may feel insecure about sharing territory and resources. For example, there's only one scratch post and it's down in the basement. Also, the cats like to spend time with you upstairs, but they don't have any toys or belongings up there. Another factor may be that it sounds like they have a pretty loosely structured daily routine.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I never knew those things could be related to his scratching. What advice do you have?
Yes, I know these things may seem unrelated to his scratching, but in order to start modifying the behavior, first we need to meet his needs. So I would say to provide each cat with their own space, toys, litter boxes, and other items. Devote at least 20 minutes a day for active play sessions with your cats, individually and together. Also, try to spend time bonding with Beans, like creating a space for him, like putting a soft bed close to your desk when you work. Lastly, incorporate a consistent routine for your cats. Feeding, playing, and bedtime should be at regular times every day.
Okay, I can do that. Once I've made these changes, how do I deal with this scratching problem?
Well, his scratching behavior probably won't change overnight, so first we can talk about options to manage this behavior. For example, you can put double-sided tape on the edges of your carpet and furniture to discourage him. Another option is soft paws. These are caps that are placed on the claws. This won't stop his scratching, but it will prevent damage to the furniture.
Okay, I'll try the tape and the soft paw. Oh, what about the long term?
Yes, we definitely want to implement behavior modification for the long term. Start with adding more approved scratching items to your home. Does Beans like to scratch the vertical or horizontal surface of the couch?
Most of the cushions of the couch and the floor carpet, so horizontal.
Okay, so that could be another reason why he doesn't use the vertical scratch post as much. Try to find some horizontal scratchers and in a couple different materials. For example, a flat corrugated cardboard scratcher and one made of carpet. This way we can find out what type of material he likes to scratch the best.
Oh, sounds good. We'll head straight to the pet store after this.
Great, I would recommend getting 2 or 3 new scratchers and placing them in different areas of the house. Try putting one scratcher in his preferred location, on the living room carpet next to the couch. If he goes for the floor carpet or furniture, try to redirect him to the scratcher instead. When you see him using any of the approved scratchers, reward him with his favorite treat. If Beans does not seem interested in the scratchers, you can try moving them to different locations in the house. You can also try different structures and materials to find out what he likes best. It may be some trial and error.
Okay, got it. But this is a lot of information. I'm worried I won't remember everything.
I know it may seem overwhelming, which is why I have this handout for you with Beans' behavior plan.
Amazing.
It outlines everything we talked about.
Oh, thank you. This will be very helpful.
If you have any questions or issues, please don't hesitate to call me. The phone number is on the bottom of the handout. I would like to check in with you in 3 to 4 weeks to talk about Beans' progress. What's a good day and time for you to come back for a follow-up appointment?
Oh, Friday mornings work best.
Okay, how about Friday, February 23rd at 10 a.m.?
Oh, sounds great.
I'm glad we could come up with some ideas to try for Beans. I can see it's very important to you, and I want to make sure you're both happy and avoid frustration. By using the methods we talked about instead of punishment with water spraying, I'm confident that we can reduce Beans' scratching without causing harm to your bond with him.
Oh, thank you. That is the last thing I want, is our bond being broken. He was my first cat, so we are very attached to each other, and I just want him to feel happy and confident without destroying my furniture.
I can see you care about him very much, and he is in good hands. Do you have any other questions before we end our appointment today?
No, I think I have all the necessary information to make some changes and get a good start. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you for coming in. Have a great day. Okay, well, you mentioned a scratch post. Let's just get that up. This is not that funny. What is wrong with it?
It's a brilliant answer. I don't know why I'm laughing. Ooh. Oh yes, I got Beans a little brother cat named
What is wrong?
Fork. Forks. They get along most of the time.
Okay, eventually it's not gonna be as funny. Okay?
That's true. We'll be so over it.
Yeah, I mean, we got this
We
first
got
part,
this.
so.
Okay.
Have there been any major household changes in the last 2 months?
Yes.
Okay, let's just skip over the pork parts.
Little brother cat.
It's great that Beans has pork as a playmate. It's great that Beans has pork as a playmate, but Beans may feel insecure about sharing territory and why did I name him that?